I am really disappointed in you guys. Sure, you may have seen right past through my April Fool's hoax, but you still haven't watched my reading of Metroid High. I know, because the view counts on that thing are pathetic, and it's honestly one of the things that I had the most fun doing since I started this channel, and it's one of the things that I'm the most proud of doing, too, in how it turned out. So, after you're done with this video, give yourselves a few hours and go watch it, please. It will be worth your while, I promise. Even if you're not into crappy fanfiction, at least do yourself a favor and take a good look at that one. And, of course, my commentary on it, because it's not just about the fanfiction itself, but my take on it, where I, poke holes into every single sentence in it. Anyway, when you get to the middle of this area, as I said before, it's sort of a spiral that curls around itself. Well, flash freeze! And there's even enough snow to bury the trees. So, what you want to do now, you want to head up to this area. You cannot head into this final area without having triggered the flash freeze first. And here we are! We have finally reached Kyurem, the final legendary of this Let's Play. It's level 75? I remembered it being level 70. Well, all the more reason to use the secret weapon that I've been saving for this moment. Meet the Gerald Ford Ball! Yep, level 75, catch rate of 3. That would be a recipe for disaster without the Master Ball, but fortunately I decided to save it for just that occasion. I decided to not use it on Thunderous because, well, it's a pain to hunt down, and wow, that is a bare-bones flavor text in the Pokédex if I ever saw one. But, yeah, the fact is that Thunderous cannot sweep you while you try to catch it. Oh, right. I almost forgot that we started a new month and therefore a new season. Kind of funny that winter would start in-game just as it starts to go away in real life. But anyway, let's fly back to Lacunosa because I don't think we're going to be needing that timber around anymore for a while. Yes, I know there's a strength boulder on Route 13, but I'm gonna take care of it once I reach Undella, because otherwise there are many more cuttable trees that are hiding stuff, and besides, the strength boulder is very close to Undella anyway, so, and I don't want to have 2 HM slaves with me, really, so I'm just gonna take Panpour here, and put the Lilligant in the lead. You'll see why in just a moment. And let's take a look at the nature on that Kyurem. Lonely, that is high attack, low defense. That is a terrible nature for Kyurem. Thank God I wasn't planning on using it, though I guess I could have reloaded, and since I used the Master Ball, it wouldn't be a hassle at all. Now, the next trainer we are going to fight is an old tradition in Pokémon. Yes, it's the fisherman with 6 Magikarps. And here on this channel, there's a little tradition that I would like to perpetuate that happens whenever I fight one of those trainers with the 6 Magikarps. I don't know why they keep putting that in the game, but oh well. Comic relief is always nice, I guess. So, music, please! Oh, that was fun. I haven't done that in a while. I think it dates all the way back to the Platinum LP, actually, since I've seen a trainer with 6 Magikarps. So that's about 2 years and a half, since it was pretty close to the start of the LP. But anyway, in my April Fool's commentary video, I promised that I would talk about something today, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. A few people on Smogon have been interested in Spore Breloom lately, and as I said in that video, don't worry, it looks like nothing is going to come out of it, since a huge majority is in favor of the status quo. But the alleged problem with Spore Breloom is that, well, ever since Technician became available, it suddenly became a whole lot more powerful, while still retaining that same ability it's always had to pretty much shut down a Pokémon for the rest of the game. Almost like a one-hit KO of sorts. And it's even worse in Generation 5, because the sleep counter resets every time you switch out a sleeping Pokémon. So, as a result, it stays asleep even longer. So, some people are starting to point fingers at Spore Breloom, saying that it's OP and stuff. And as I said, most people are in favor of the status quo, but among those that aren't, wait a minute, was that woman just saying that she was the only one with a parasol, and if she went like 10 steps south, she would have run into another one with a parasol? Get some glasses, girl! But anyway, even among those that don't agree, there's a disagreement on how to tackle things. There are some that want to ban Spore, some others that want to ban Breloom, and some others that want to ban all sleep moves altogether. Personally, I think the status quo is just fine, and it seems like most people agree with me on that. But if Technician Breloom was just a bit stronger, that it might be a problem, I think the obvious way to go about it would be to ban Breloom, not Spore or Sleep altogether, and stuff like that, because essentially, getting rid of Spore or Sleep moves as a whole would be a repeat of what they did with Sandvale and Snowcloak, in that they are attacking the problem from the wrong angle. I mean, I've said it before, but it's worth repeating. When it comes to Sandvale, oh, Rare Candy! This is going to come in useful rather soon. Actually, we're coming up on the end of this list. Played it pretty fast. So, yeah, Sandvale. Well, the only problem with it was Garchomp. Gliscor wasn't really using it, aside from some sets that use Fling, and aside from that, I don't think anyone's scared of Cacturne or Sandslash or whatever. So, yeah, it really was Garchomp that was the problem, by having a very good ability on a borderline broken Pokemon. And getting rid of Spore or Sleep moves altogether would be very similar. I mean, I'm gonna make up a hypothetical scenario just to show you what I mean. Let's imagine, for example, that Shelgon gets Shell Smash, and as a result, Salamence gets it. Now, I know that Shell Smash Salamence is the kind of stuff you don't even joke about, but it's just for the sake of example. So, yeah, if Salamence got Shell Smash, of course, it would be overpowered. So, what do? Do you get rid of Salamence, or do you get rid of Shell Smash? Well, the thing is that Shell Smash and Spore are two horrifyingly broken moves that are given to bad Pokemon. Well, Amoonguss and Smeargle are pretty decent, but they would be a lot worse without Spore, let me tell you that. So Breloom really is the only concern with Spore. So to go back to my Shell Smash example, are you going to rob the likes of Cloyster and Gorbis of Shell Smash just because suddenly Salamence has it? No, of course you don't. It's the fact that such a strong Pokemon has access to a move it theoretically shouldn't have in terms of game design. So the problem wouldn't be Shell Smash, it would be Salamence. So, same goes for, Spore. And it's sort of ironic that some people want to lump the likes of Sleep Powder and Hypnosis with it, because, let's be honest here, they are not nearly as reliable as Spore is, and that's for the best. Especially considering that such unreliability is a huge turn-off. I mean, aside from Breloom, the only Pokemon in the top 100 that uses sleep moves commonly is Venusaur. And I'm just going to put Zekrom in the lead real quick because, well, Lilligant's already up to level 68 and I want to have Zekrom get some of that sweet, sweet water-type experience too. Oh, and this is the last letter that I gotta give back to that Wingull that's back up there, so I'm going to do so probably next time because I want to keep exploring this area a little more before I forget about it. This route is really massive. And I think I remember this particular area because if you head over there, you can talk to this guy here. He's hunting for treasure. Translation, he's a thief. But yeah, seriously, you can talk to him once every day, and he's going to give you a rare item once every day. Today I'm going to get a Dubious Disc, which evolves Porygon 2 into Porygon Z. So yeah, he's going to give you an item every day. It's going to be often a different item. It's selected at random in sort of a bank of items. It's mostly evolution items, though there is some other stuff in there. And this guy here, no, they're not the ultimate moves. He's the move tutor that teaches you the elemental hyper beams. And of course, since I don't have my starter and I haven't had it on me since like part 15 or something like that, yeah, she's gonna tell you basically that only the starters can learn their respective elemental hyper beams. But yeah, what I was trying to say earlier was that even in Venusaur's case, Sludge Bomb is more powerful than Sleep Powder just because Sleep Powder is rather unreliable, even though the effect may be considered overpowered by some. And please tell me I can get through there. Nope. Doesn't look like it. I really have to come from the other side. Once again, I'm going to keep that for next time. So yeah, banning all sleep moves would be utterly stupid, but then again, they did ban Snow Cloak to get rid of Garchomp. And oh, a Pearl String! This stuff, that's worth a huge amount of money if you go and show it to the Maniac and Iceris. And this guy here is going to give me 2 Arceus plates. The way to get the rest, I will get into that a little bit later, though. So, I'm just going to end things up quickly because this video is about to end. So basically, getting rid of sleep, because one sleeping move is really good on one Pokemon, that would be absolute overkill. Sleep Claws is already there for a reason. Let it do its job. So, with that, I'm going to end today's episode. Next time, we're going to keep exploring Route 13 and do those little things that I could have done earlier that, well, I'm stupid and didn't.